Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome to an unboxing and a look at the prices for the new Modern Horizons 3 bundle. So what we're going to do is open up the box. I will show you every single thing that it comes with, and then we'll do just a pretty standard pack opening. I'll put the prices of any big pulls on screen, and then at the end we will take a look at all of the prices from all of the cards that we pulled, and you can use that information to decide if it is worth it for you to get this product or not. So obviously these are, basically pre-sale prices, as this product is not technically out yet. It doesn't really come out until June 14th. Today is June 12th. So when I take a look at the prices, they are going to change quite dramatically in the coming days and weeks and months. But I still think it's fun to get a little snapshot of what the prices are right at the start so that you can know maybe what to expect if you open up one of these. So it does come with this little pamphlet here, whatever you want to call it. You can pause and read that if you'd like. And then you do get your nice card storage box. I do really like these for storing cards. That's what this one looks like. We got a Johnny on there with a volcano, little magic symbol on the side, same deal on this side, and same deal on that side. So we'll open that up, and you do also get these little cardboard punch outs you can use for counters or whatever. I don't think that adds a ton of value, but I suppose it does add a little bit, and that's something you always get with this bundle product. So we got our land packs here. We'll take a look at those in just a second. We get 9 play boosters, which I'll go over what you can get in those packs. And we do also get our spin down. This one is green, kind of see-through, hopefully in focus, with the Modern Horizons 3 set symbol on it. And we rolled a 6, so we'll see if that has any impact on our luck here. We'll take a look at the land packs first. So you do get 2 of them. We'll save that one for second. That's going to be the more exciting one. And there are going to be timestamps down in the description, so you can go ahead and just skip to the parts that you want to see. If you want to just go straight to the packs, or if you want to just see the prices at the end or whatever, feel free. But these are the land packs. So you do get 1 of each, essentially. So these are the full art Eldrazi lands in non-foil. I'll let you see those. There's the island, the swamp. All of them have an Eldrazi in the background, the mountain, and the forest. There you go. Now the rest should just be basic lands. So I believe there should be 1 of every art style, which again, hopefully nice and in focus for you. I'll just go through quickly. Wow, that one looks really nice. I bet that one's going to look good in foil. We'll see when we get there. But 1 of each land. They've been doing this for the last few sets, and I do quite like it, just that you get like 1 of each artwork in foil and in non-foil. So you get basically a full set of all the lands. And a little ad card, or whatever you call it, info card, which you can read if you'd like, and that's what you get. So that is the non-foil land pack. And this should be the foil land pack, which also includes the promo. So break that open. Now, every bundle does come with the same promo, which should be right on top. Yep. So these are foils, a brand new product. These are nice and flat, not curled yet. So as long as I sleeve them up pretty soon here, then they should remain flat for a while. So that's cool. This is the promo, Power Balance. Not sure the value on it there, but pretty good looking art in foil. And the lands in foil, in focus. Go through them real quick for you. Again, skip ahead if you don't want to see them, but if you do, I will show you all of them. There's the swamp, the mountain, foiling looking great on that full art, the forest, and then again, just the basics, 1 of each. Some pretty cool artwork on some of these. They are just basic lands, so nothing fancy, not a lot of value, but they do look pretty cool. And if you're new to Magic and you don't have a huge collection of lands, then these bundle products are quite nice to get some good-looking lands to add some variety to your decks. There's the mountain, the other mountain, the forest, and the last land right there, another forest. No info cards in the back of that, and there you go. So those are the land packs, the promo, the spin down, all the packaging, everything. And then you do get 9 of these play boosters. So 3, 6, 9, just making sure. So I've mentioned this in my other videos. Recently, I don't really like these play boosters, to be honest. They feel like better than a draft booster, but worse than a set booster is kind of the compromise they were going for, I guess. But personally, I much preferred set boosters. But I'll show you what's on the pack there. You can pause and read if you'd like. And we'll go ahead and just break in. And I'll let you know in this first pack kind of what we can get in each slot so you know what to expect. And we'll see if we get any good pulls. So first up, it's going to most likely be 6 commons. So we start off with the Thraben Charm, the Thriving Skyclaw, Utter Insignificance, Gift of the Viper, and an Accursed Marauder. Now, there should be 3 uncommons, which could include double-faced cards, if I could count correctly, that is. So, okay. Dude, can I really not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wow. I really can't count. Okay, sorry about that. So, there's our 6 commons, and then you do have a chance to get 1 additional common or a land. So in this case, it's a land, Twisted Landscape. That's like our 7th common, essentially. And then it should be the uncommons, yeah. So Reckless Pyro Surfer for our first. Lion Umbra. They brought the Umbras back. Very cool cards, I think. And the third uncommon is a Sink into Stupor, which does flip. I'll show you here into a Soporific Springs. There you go. Now, there should be 1 rare mythic. This could include Booster Fund, Double-Faced, or a Retro Frame. Instead, we just get this is our wild card. So every pack is going to have a wild card. It could be any rarity, so it's going to appear in the slot of its rarity. So you could get, essentially 8 commons or 4 uncommons or 2 rares back-to-back. So we don't know until we get to that slot what we end up getting. So that's the first wild card. So now, okay, Thief of Existence and Eldrazi. Not sure the value offhand, but that is our rare slot. And there's also a new to modern card, either in a regular frame, booster fund, or retro frame. So, oh, shoot. Okay. Tameo Inquisitive Student. Mythic Rare, Flip, Planeswalker there. Now, that one has some value already, so that's a great first hit. Love to see that. And then you do get 1 foil. That could be basically any rarity. So 2 in the narrative is our foil. And we happen to get an art card in this pack. That's not going to be in every pack, but in some of them you do. Okay, so I'm not sure which one of these was our new to modern reprint. There is some other fun stuff you can get in these packs too. I'll mention it if we pull it. But okay, that's how the packs work. That's a great first hit there, this Tameo. I'll just show off again one more time. Not in foil, not in any cool variant or anything. But that's a card people are looking for that has some value as far as I know, so that's quite cool. All right, and we'll just go through quickly here. Nobody wants to hear me ramble. You guys probably crack a ton of these yourselves. You already know what to expect, so you don't need to hear me say it. I see something shiny in the back there, but we'll get there in a second. So I'm going to rip through the commons with the Wither and Bloom, Solstice Zealot, Siege Smash, Aether Spike, Expanding Ooze, Conduit Goblin, into the uncommons, Emissary of Soulfire, Dreadmobile, and a Static Prison. Now we could be looking at all kinds of different things here. We end up with a Sapphire Medallion. Decent card, I suppose. Sees play sometimes in Commander decks. That's our rare. And next up, oh, Flare of Denial. Wow. So that's a great playable card that has value as well. So far hits have been great. Let's see what else we got back here. Okay, just an uncommon flip card in foil. Pretty cool looking. Flips into an Old Growth Grove. There you go. Could be a land, could be a creature. Pretty cool. Okay, and a foil land. Swamp. And our token. Oh, so double-faced token. Interesting. Cat Warrior. And I noticed there was an energy on the back, which there's a lot of energy cards in this set, so those are actually pretty good to get if you're going to be playing this set. Okay, so a couple of really good hits already. I don't know if that's just like the nature of the set. This is the first of this product that I have opened, so I don't know if there's just so many good hits that you're like going to hit one more often than not, or if we're just getting lucky, but we'll find out as we continue through here. With Expel the Unworthy, Glimpse the Impossible. Crazy artwork on that one. Unfathomable Truths. Malevolent Rumble. A Dross Claw. A Sneaky Snacker. Bountiful Landscape. So we get an extra land in this pack into the Creation of Avacyn. Very cool card, I think. Uncommon, Saga. Another uncommon, Solar Transformer. Glasswing Grace, which is another flip card. Going to flip into a land, the Age-Graced Chapel. And then Meltdown. Okay, so I think this must be a new to modern reprint. So you see how it has the Urza's set symbol down there? So this card has not been in modern, printed in modern to be playable in modern, but there's a bunch of new to modern reprints that you could pull. So I believe this is one of them, identified by the original set symbol down in the text box there. So that's pretty cool. And okay, we get a Necrobloom for our rare legendary creature right there. And then just a regular foil, which is just a common Eldrazi repurposer. Nothing going on there. Okay, and we get an extra full art planes. And our token, Servo token, flips into an ad card. So you can get a full art land in these play boosters as well. 10% of the play boosters will have a full art land. And there's an additional 6.67% chance for it to be foil. So essentially 1 in 6 packs should have a foil full art Eldrazi land, if I'm doing that math right. So Evolution Witness, Kami of Jealous Thirst, Airy Auxiliary. So we move through the commons of the next pack here. The Molten Gatekeeper, Tune the Narrative, Warped Tusker, Tranquil Landscape. Nice art on that too, I think. Uncommons, Consigned to Memory, Mindless Conscription, Eldrazi Ravager, cool Eldrazi creature for the uncommon in 2. Disciple of Freyalise, which is another one of these flip cards. Double-faced cards, going to flip into a land. The Garden of Freyalise, if you play elf decks, that's got some really cool flavor to it. And then, okay, Buried Alive for our new to modern reprint. Again, the set symbol down in the bottom. In 2. Okay, a Party Thrasher, Lizard Wizard. Say that 10 times fast. For our rare. Okay, and then our foil is just a Furnace Hellkite. And we get another art card with this one in place of a token or an ad card. There you go. Okay, so like I don't have all the prices memorized. I know what like some of the bigger hits are. So I may have skipped over some stuff that had some value, but it does seem like those first 2 packs with the Tamiyo and the Denial were huge. And now this is kind of more what I would expect from play boosters. Just going to be a lot of kind of junk bulk rares and commons and that kind of stuff. But really cool to see these cards. The set has a ton of power in it. Really interesting archetypes for limited play. And this is my first time seeing it. So I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. With our final uncommon here, unless we have a wild card, which we do. So wild card, Ghostfire Slice in 2. Okay, a Jet Medallion. It's our second medallion we get there. That is the black medallion. And then, whoops, Crabomination. Funny card. So we get 2 rares in this pack. And then just our foil, which is a Deceptive Landscape. Pretty cool foiling there with a little oasis in the middle, but anyway. Okay, and then another full art land, so a swamp. And this time we get an ad card with nothing else on it. So, all right, that's kind of how these play boosters are. Like, you know, you can get double, triple, sometimes even rares and mythics and get these just like crazy packs. Other times it literally just feels like a draft booster. You're getting all these extra commons and stuff. So, you know, pretty variable in how good it is on a pack-to-pack basis. But again, just really cool to see all these cards for the first time, at least for me. So I'm not complaining about anything yet. It's a Deceptive Landscape. Yeah, definitely look better in the foil, I think. Uncommons, Tamiyo meets the Story Circle. Skittering Precursor. Johnny Fells the Godsire for our uncommon Saga in 2. Okay, a Suppression Ray for our wild card. Another uncommons. We get 4 uncommons in this pack. Flips into a land, Orderly Plaza. And then, okay, a Nesting Grounds. That's pretty cool. Again, reprint there with the set symbol. And then, ooh, cool looking Detective's Phoenix enchantment creature with the enchantment frame for our rare. And then should just be, yep, regular foil, Blood-Soaked Insight. hopefully in focus, showing off the foiling, which flips into, I guess I don't need to do that because you could just see what's back there, but anyway, Sanguine Morass in foil. So nothing crazy there. There's our art card that you can see. If I get it in focus, maybe. There you go. It is the Sky Captain. Okay, what is that, 6 packs? I think I got 3 left. Yep, so a couple of good hits. I'd already be pretty happy with this box just based on the hits that we've gotten, but let's see if we can pull anything crazy. There are a lot of booster fun variants, you know, borderless we could pull. We haven't seen a retro frame yet, I don't think. Those you can pull in here. Nyxborn Hydra, pretty cool. So we'll see if we can get any of that really cool booster fun stuff going on in some of these slots. Foreboding Landscape, Brain Surge, we're into uncommons. Whoops. Titan's Vanguard, uncommon. Etched Slith, and then, oh, wow, that was bad. Jeez. All right, well, okay, so there's our new to modern reprint right there. Wirewood Symbiote into, oh, Shadow of the Second Sun. That is a mythic rare. Not sure the value on that, but that is another mythic, which is pretty cool. And then the foil that we just saw, because I'm horrible at opening packs apparently. Nightshade Dryad, not a flip card. Double foil in this pack with the Forest. And an Eldrazi Spawn. And an Energy. Okay, so again, yeah, I don't really know all the prices offhand. I don't know if that one has a ton of value, the Shadow of the Second, whatever it was called. But it is a mythic rare, so those are much less common, and it's cool when you pull one. So let's rip through here again with Wither and Bloom, Solstice Zealot, Siege Smash, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Expanding Ooze, Obstinate Gargoyle, into uncommons, the Mog Mob, Consuming Corruption, Razorgrass Ambush, which is going to flip into Razorgrass Field. And now the cool stuff's back here. Oh, wow, whoa, wow. Okay, cool. So this is a special guest. You can get these. It'll replace a common in 1 in 64 packs. And this is a borderless, non-foil. They can only be foil in collector's boosters. But there's 10 special guests. 5 of them can be these elemental incarnations. So this is Grief. New art, borderless, art style. Very rare, 1 in 64 packs. So I'm not sure the value offhand, but to get one of these in a play booster is quite uncommon. So that's very cool to see. That's awesome. That might be our best pull yet. And then, Decree of Justice, new to modern reprint. And Kozilek's Command. That is a very cool card, I think. Modular card or modal card, whatever you call them, with all the different options down here. But very cool rare. Saw that in the spoilers. So that's cool. And, Jesus, Nyxborn Hydra in foil. Love the foiling on those enchanted frames. And then just a double-faced card. Okay, so again, with these play boosters, you can go crazy sometimes because you could hit like, I mean, you could hit like special guest, you hit wild card rare, you could hit foil rare, like you can get like 3 or 4 back-to-back foil, or sorry, rare mythics, one of them being foil, but that's a good pull there, that Grief. So far this box is doing pretty good, I would say. Again, these prices are all going to change, but a lot of these are going to hold steady. And I think that's like a couple $10, $20 hits already from a $40 product. So that's pretty cool. This is the last pack, though. So see if there's anything else in here that could really up the value of this box. Foul Strike. Look at the artwork on that one. That's funny. Breathe Your Last. Wing It. Conduit Goblin. Into uncommons. So I think, yeah, there's going to be a wild card back here. Guardian of the Forgotten, Territory Color. Sundering Eruption flips into Volcanic Fissure. And let's see what we got for wild cards. What the hell? Okay, so that's an, Azlask speaking. The Swelling Scourge, Eldrazi. Now, I think this is the, what do they call it? Borderless Profile art treatment. I think that's what this is. Definitely borderless, and I think that's the different artwork. Not sure the value on that. It is from Commander. I think this is maybe one of the cards that comes with the Commander decks, because those can be included in these packs as well. Not sure the value, but looks crazy. Another mythic rare, and not something that's common to pull, so very cool to see. And what else could be back here? Pearl Medallion, so we're 3 for 5 on medallions in the rare slot on the New to Modern reprints. And then, okay, just a Ripples of Undeath for our rare. And now the foil could be a rare or a mythic too, but it's not. It is an Amped Raptor. And our island for a basic land slot and a soldier token, and that's it. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan all these cards into the Delver Lens app, and then I'll be back to show you the prices of everything with just a little bit of narration about kind of the pricing landscape currently. Just going to quickly see if I can just pull out those like 4 hits. I think those 2 are hits. If nothing else, they're, you know, rare art treatments, which is just kind of cool, even if they don't have a lot of value. And then it was those first 2 packs. If I can quickly find them and just set them all down to get a nice shot of them all. Yeah, Flare of Denial. And then that first pack that had the Tameo. So I think that these are our 4 like really big hits here. Again, I probably skipped over stuff that like has good value, and I probably thought things like maybe this that had good value don't actually, but it's pretty nice hits, I think, just with that from a $40 product. So yeah, let me come back with the prices and I will see you then. Alrighty, so I am back with a look at the prices here, and before we really take a look at anything, I do just want to say I realize that these prices are going to be pretty inaccurate. This product doesn't technically come out for 2 more days, so these are basically pre-sale prices, which tend to be very inflated. You know, people list the cards for quite a high dollar amount, and then more and more people start opening the product and listing for just under that amount so that they could sell it. But then, as not so many people are buying them, as people are opening their own product and listing their own for sale, they continue to get listed for lower and lower until people start buying a lot of them at that price, and that's going to determine the new market price. And typically with new sets, that new market price is much lower than what the pre-sale prices are. Now, there are going to be some instances where certain cards go up in value due to desirability, either for playability or collectability or other reasons, but typically I would expect the value for this total box to end up being less than what is shown now. Regardless, I still think it's cool to just take a look at a little snapshot in time of what the prices of these cards are currently and get somewhat of an indication of, you know, the total value of the cards that you pulled. Now, one major correction here, you see this Azlask, the Swelling Scourge up at the top for $99.16. I scanned that into Delver Lens and saw that price and was very, very happy to see that. But I did double check on TCGPlayer, and they are currently moving with a market price of about $3.50. Not sure why there's a discrepancy with that. I did check the Grief, the Tameo, the Flare of Denial, and some of these other more valuable cards, and these market prices are accurate for what's listed on TCGPlayer, but this Azlac in particular is way off. So if we do a little math here, we can go ahead and subtract out the $99.16 and add in the $3.50 that it is actually moving for, which comes out to $165.02 of TCGPlayer market value, which is still amazing value. You know, these boxes are going for right around $60 to $70 right now, depending on where you get them. That's a little bit more than the $40 that a bundle typically goes for because it is a Horizons set. However, that's still double the value in cards. Now, what that means is if you wanted to buy all of these cards as a single from TCGPlayer, you would expect to have to pay currently about $165.02 to get these cards. The question is, why would you want this exact spread of cards? Why wouldn't you just take the $60 or $70 and buy the exact cards that you want and save the rest? However, just as far as raw value for all the cards that we got, it's more than double. It's really good. A lot of that just came down to luck, like this Grief in particular. It's a very rare card from a Play Boosters. 1 in 64 packs will have one of these borderless Elemental Incarnate cards. And then we got the Tameo and the Flare of Denial, which are some of the most expensive just base mythic and rares from this set. So we just got really lucky. I would not expect to see this level of value from every bundle, but that's kind of what you get with the bundles too. It's a lottery ticket, right? I mean, you're going to see if you get a really good pull or 3 really good pulls like we did, and you're going to get a lot more value, or you might get nothing and get next to no value. So as far as whether the total value of the cards that you pull is more than the price of the box or not is definitely going to vary. But I'll scroll through here and I'll let you see all the prices. I was a little bit surprised to see, some value in this uncommon slot, even quite a few of these uncommons worth quite a bit. And some of these rares that I thought were just like bulk junk rares were worth more than $1, which is pretty cool to see. Now, typically anything under $3, you're just going to consider bulk. You're really not going to want to factor that into the total value because, like, if you wanted a Johnny Fells the Godshire for 30 cents, you could just buy one as a single for 30 cents. Why would you be buying a $70 or $80 box to try to get, that 30 cents of value out of it? But just looking at all the totals here, that is what it comes out to. If you did want to buy just like a random assortment of a bunch of commons and uncommons and whatever else, then this is a pretty good indication that you would get more of them by buying just one box for $70 or $80 than if you bought a bunch of them as singles. But again, why not just buy the exact cards that you want for the low prices instead of having to buy a whole box just to maybe get what you do or you don't want? But if you do just want a random assortment of cards and you want to, try your luck to see if you can get some good pulls like we did, then I'd say there's pretty good value in this set. Now, there's no prices on these tokens, but typically they don't sell for a lot, so I'm okay with omitting them. The Power Balance promo is not actually currently listed on TCGPlayer, but a foil Power Balance with the regular set number on it is going for about $350 right now, $349 market price. So you can add that back in if you wanted to. One last thing that I'll say, I was kind of happy to see that the foil prices are higher in most cases than the non-foil prices. That may change, in a couple days when everyone starts cracking their collector's booster boxes, because what's been going on for the last few sets is there's just so many foils opened in collector's boosters, and people don't like the foils because they curl and they scratch, and people just don't like them. So the price ends up actually being less for foils than base printings, and it's just kind of sad that in your uncommon, rare, premium slot, you're actually losing value. So it was nice to see on some of these cards that the price went up a little bit, at least for the foils. But you can see all the cards here. Again, some good kind of random value in this uncommon slot for some of these cards, which I would expect to come down over time, but it's pretty cool to see for now. And we'll take a look at just a couple other things here. So the first thing I'm going to look at is what we just looked at, which is the TCGPlayer market price. But we are going to set a minimum price of $1. Certainly anything less than $1, I would not ever consider selling as a single, and I'm just not going to want to include that value in this calculation of the quote-unquote value for the box. So doing that comes out to $232.66, but we have to do our little bit of math here to get rid of the ASLAS. So we'll do a little conversion here of $232.66 minus $99.16 plus $350, and that comes out to $137, which is still basically double the value of the box, while cutting out any card that is worth less than $1, which you would certainly just consider bulk. So if all that you pulled were cards that you would otherwise have to pay $1 or more to get, you're getting twice as many dollars of value in cards by buying this particular bundle with these specific pulls that we happen to get. Again, that may not always happen for you, but if it does, you can get lucky and get pretty good value here. I'm going to take a look at just a couple other things. So the first one will be the TCGPlayer Buylist price. Now, this is more what you would expect to get from selling these cards. We'll take a look at all of them to a local card shop, or in this case, bundling them up and sending them to TCGPlayer. Now, that comes out to $42.79 for any card that they're buy listing. So that Grief that you would have to pay $40 to buy, you might only get $11.50 selling it to your local card shop, or in this case, selling it to TCGPlayer. That $40 of value really represents what you would otherwise have to spend to get it, or if you wanted to try to sell it as a single, considering that you are also going to have to take out potentially seller fees and shipping costs. So realistically, the value for this box is a lot less. I couldn't just open this box and then give the cards to my local card shop and they'd give me twice as much as I paid for it. And also, a lot of these cards right here with the buy list, you're only going to get a penny for them. I wouldn't even consider giving the card away for a penny. I'd rather just keep it for the piece of cardboard that it is. That's just me. But so this is a more realistic look. If you're not going to try to sell these cards as singles to get quote unquote double your money in value from this box, this is more realistically kind of where the value of the box is, and it is less than we paid for it. So that's not great. One other thing I'll look at though, again, going back to TCGPlayer market price. with no minimum price is going to be just the land bundles and the promo card. So this is guaranteed to come with every Modern Horizons 3 bundle. So you know that this value is going to be included. And again, this represents if you wanted to buy one of each land in each art with one in foil and one in non-foil, plus the promo in foil, you would expect to pay this amount. Now, the promo card doesn't actually have a price listed in Delverlands, you'll see down at the bottom here, and the promo itself is not actually currently listed on TCGPlayer, but a regular foil power balance is going for about $3.49 right now. So if you add that into the market price shown here, you get $12.11 of auto-included value with the bundle. So you know that you're going to get at least that value in the box. And if you did want one of each land in each printing in foil and non-foil plus the promo, you could either pay $12.11 to order them all as singles, or you could get that value included in the bundle along with everything else, along with the random assortment of cards that you may or may not happen to pull, and the card storage box, the spin down counter, the little cardboard punch outs, all that other stuff that comes with it, which does add a little bit of value. I'm not sure how to put a dollar amount on it, but it does certainly add a little something. So again, we got really lucky with this box, with the Grief, the Tamio, and the Flare of Denial. You can see if we take out just those 3 cards going down here, Kozilek's Command was like a nice $5 hit. Those Jets were actually worth more than I thought, with most of them being, $2, $3, $4 range. But without those big hits, you can see there's a lot of just kind of like $1, $2 cards, which are going to be hard to sell as a single. You're probably not going to get very much for them once you take out your shipping and seller fees, so it's probably not even worth trying to sell them. And with the price of these bundles being $60 to $70 instead of the typical $40, it's pretty risky whether you're going to quote-unquote make your money back here or not. If you are going to try to sell some of these as singles to recoup the value of the box and be able to keep the rest for free, it's really just going to depend on what you pull. There's obviously some huge hits in this set, but they are pretty uncommon, so I would not expect to always pull this much value from a box. It's just going to depend on how lucky you are. If you get a box like this, obviously you do very well. If you don't, then you could do a lot worse. But that's going to be all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the cards at least as much as I did. I think it is a very cool set. A lot of really cool cards in here. A ton of power. Again, great playability in a limited format, I think. And as always, it's just really fun to open a new product. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a good one. Take care. Peace.